Hello, happy Friday. Happy Friday. I hope that you are feeling good. If you're in the UK, I hope that you are feeling good and looking forward to the bank holiday weekend. So I'm Sarah Bramall, one half of the Coaching Catalyst duo, alongside my lovely co-founder, Rebecca Daniel. And I'm here today to talk about Friday wins and Friday learning. And we've got another win, because I didn't know if Rebecca was going to make it today, but I see her in the background, so she's going to pop on and join us in a second. So we're going to talk all about Friday wins, Friday learning, and we're going to talk about why that is such an important practice for us and why we would really encourage you to do the same. So where do we even get started? In our Coaching Catalyst membership, every single Friday, without fail, we have a practice whereby we celebrate our wins and we celebrate our learning as well. And both of those are of equal importance. So we set out a goal, we set out an intention on a Monday morning. And when we get to Friday, we celebrate our wins, we celebrate what we have learned. Now, why do we do that? Well, the reason this practice is super important is because we have brains that are predisposed to negativity. We have evolved with brains that are always looking out for what might go wrong, or that are thinking about what has gone wrong in the past. And the reason that our brains do that is because we've evolved not to be happy, but to be safe. And that's evolutionary, what has happened. But in the modern day, generally speaking, we're fortunate that our lives are not in immediate danger. And so our brains are still latching on to things that we might need to worry about or that might have gone wrong, but we need to take control of our mindsets. We need to take control of our brains. And this is why this is important. So one of the ways that we can do this, and it doesn't just happen by magic, it's something that we do need to focus on. One of the ways in which we can do this is we can focus on training our brains to look at what has gone well, as well as to look at the learning and to think about what could be better, but what has gone well. And when we train our brains to do this and we start to get into the habit of celebrating our wins, even if they're really tiny incremental steps forward, we start to form what we call new neural pathways, so new connections in our brains, whereby we train our brains to look for and to celebrate success, to look at what is going right, rather than focusing all of the time on what is going wrong. Now, the reason that's so important is because, generally speaking, for most of us, we have lives that are really full. We have multiple roles, we have multiple responsibilities, and that is true for men, but I think as women particularly, we really do wear lots and lots of different hats, and with each of those hats comes a whole list of responsibilities that goes with that. And when we have all of these roles and all of these responsibilities, and often as well, we have high standards for ourselves, inevitably, we can get to the end of the week and start to mentally beat ourselves up and start to go, oh my goodness, I wanted to do this. I thought I would get this done and I haven't done this and this isn't finished. And we can go into the weekend beating ourselves up. Now, I definitely used to do that. So before I was a coach, and trainer. I was a teacher. I was a secondary English teacher for 18 years. And I would go into the weekend thinking, oh my goodness, year nine's books still need marking, or I need to plan what's going on next week, and be focusing on all of the things that hadn't got done in the course of the week, rather than focusing on what had gone well in that week. Well, actually, that lesson was really good, or actually, that feedback was really good, or we really enjoyed this. And that is still the case now. So it's a really important practice that whatever's happened in your week, yes, look at the learning. Yes, of course, we're always looking for continuous improvement, but celebrate the wins, celebrate what has gone well this week. So I have been very fortunate this week. I've been away on retreat in Kent. It was absolutely beautiful. I've had 3 nights away, beautiful Kent countryside, with a group of 20 other female entrepreneurs, none of whom I knew before I went. And it was a wonderful environment to take some time out of our lives, out of our businesses, to reflect on our learning, reflect on our growth, share our experiences with each other, support each other. So I've come back, of course, as you do when you go away. Anybody who's ever been on a course will resonate with this. Been away and been thinking, oh my goodness, I've got all of these things to action, all of these things to do. And I will do that with time. But what is important is to think about the wins, think about the steps forward. So that's really been my win this week, is by making that time to take time out to celebrate new connection, and to have that time away to really think about and reflect on learning. The other thing is that what we do. Hey, Rebecca. Rebecca's joining. Good to see you. How are you doing?
I'm good. I thought I would pop on because I've got a big learning from today, but I'll let you carry on.
I've nearly finished my spiel. I've finished, and then I'll let you just chip in and add what you want to. The other thing about celebrating wins is it really helps with accountability. It really helps us to make progress. So what we do on Monday is we set our goals, we set our intentions for the week, and then Friday is an opportunity to come in and to share the wins, share the learnings, share what's gone well. And sometimes we set goals and we don't take action, but it's equally valuable to show up and own it and say, that didn't happen this week, and maybe this is the reason why. And maybe I just put too much on my to-do list, or I was unrealistic about what I was going to do, or maybe my energy, my motivation was not where I would like it to be this week. And that learning is really valuable as well. So I'm going to wrap up in a second, let Rebecca speak. But what I'd love to hear from you, either if you're watching live or if you're watching later on replay, let us know, what are you celebrating this week? Even if it doesn't have to be a big deal, it might be a big deal. It doesn't have to be a big deal. It might be one tiny little thing. What are you celebrating this week? And if you can't think about what I'm celebrating, maybe you're like, I don't know what I'm celebrating. What have you learned this week? Have you learned anything new this week? Have you learned anything about yourself? Maybe you've just learned something interesting. Let us know. What are you celebrating, or what are your learnings? We would really love to hear. Final word from me, and I am going to let Rebecca speak. If you're not already a member of our free Facebook community, the link is on the banner here. Come over and join us. We've got a wonderful community, a wonderful free Facebook community for female professionals and entrepreneurs, and we would love you to come and connect with us and join us there if you're not already there. Okay, and Brie, happy Friday. How are you doing, Rebecca?
Welcome back, first of all.
Back.
Oh, you know what? I'm so excited to see you, because I was like, I'm not going to miss Sarah one bit this week. Lied to myself, absolutely lied to myself. So welcome back.
Thank you for
loved seeing your pictures. I loved your live that you did on the swing in the countryside, and I could hear the birds chirping away, like utter bliss.
It was beautiful. It was really beautiful, yes. And so grateful to you that I was able to go as well, and go and not be worrying about the business, and know that it was in safe hands. So thank you.
No, you trusted me, so that's a good thing. Thanks to everyone that's watching as well. I can see a few people are watching. So if you're watching, say hey, and let us know what you are up to this Friday and what your wins and learnings are. So I'm not going to lie. A post is going out about transparency and honesty and like integrity. I was late, hands up to that. What went wrong, Sarah, today? I will tell you what went wrong. I didn't give myself a break, and had back-to-back, a 90-minute coaching session, which was phenomenal, loved it. Straight into interviewing a tutor, even though I'm winding that business down. Straight into no toilet break, no break at all. Straight into this. So big learning is I found that I was slipping back into old ways, right? This is old me, squashing everything back to back. And also crossing my own boundaries today, because what is Friday for us?
Friday for us is Wellbeing Day.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
although I slept in, this was not looking after my well-being today at all. So I've just gone to my partner and gone, can you make some lunch so that as soon as I finish this, I can actually eat? So big learning, but also a win came from that, because one of the coaching sessions that I had with one of my clients, we're nearing the end, but we're going to continue and renew. So really, really happy about that. And another kind of win is still sticking to my guns about closing the education business, because that's a big thing, right? You know that. It's what
it's a really big deal. Yeah.
It's what I left teaching to do. And something that's really, really close to my heart is supporting, the little ones, the younger ones, but not having the capacity to give everything that I can to everyone. I can't do everything, right? So that's a win that I'm still kind of winding that down and going through that process. But a win is that you're back. So woo, you're back.
Back in town. I'm back in town. Yeah, completely re-energized, totally feeling good. We've had another win actually that we haven't mentioned, is that we've had two new members, haven't we, join our membership
this week.
Yeah. So that's been a brilliant win.
Considering doors are closed, right? So we're sneaking a few members in. So if I said that on my live on Tuesday, I was like, if you want to be snuck into the membership, send us a message, because we'd love to have you, and the more the merrier, and the more that we're building our community, the more impact that we're having. So that's a really good feeling.
Yes. And just to mention, just a little kind of on the side, I know lots of us now are looking, we're grateful for the online world for lots of reasons, but I think we're getting really kind of keen to return to in person. We have got a couple of things up our sleeves. We're working on an event towards the end of the year, and we are looking at retreat in the beginning of March. So March isn't away now, beginning of 2023. We're kind of around March. So we will keep you posted about that, because I've had lots of responses to my post about the retreat. Bless you. Lots of responses to my post about the retreat. Go, we need a retreat, and we know, we all do. So we're on it. We're working on that behind the scenes, and as soon as we're ready to share, we will share that with you. So what are your wins? What are your learnings? Let's hear them. Let's hear what has been going on for you this week. We'd love to know.
And Sarah knows that I'm not ready for a retreat like now. She knows that. I'm like, ready now, but we need to be practical. So so definitely diarise a date in November. We'll release that soon. And definitely diarise and save your pennies for something going on next year in early March, April-ish. But we'll keep you posted on that. So I think that's it, right?
That is it for today. But good to have you with me. I thought I was flying solo, but it was a lovely surprise that you were there. So that was really, really good. And we'd love to hear from you guys watching. What are your wins? What are your learnings?
Oh, did you talk about our masterclass on the 16th?
No, I didn't talk about it.
Okay, before we go on that one. So we're doing an amazing free masterclass with or on behalf of the ICF. And if anyone doesn't know who the ICF are, they're the International Coaching Federation. Sarah and I are both members of the ICF, and we really do adhere to their ethical guidelines and practical procedures that they enlist there. So our masterclass is on needs. It's all about what you need. And we're really excited to do this masterclass. It's one of our signature masterclasses. So we've had a lot of positive feedback over the times that we've delivered that. So it is on May the 16th, if you can see that on my screen. It's at 1 p.m. So if you are in Greenwich Mean Time, British Standard Time, it's 1 p.m. And so far, we have got people from all over the world, so excited, signed up for this masterclass. And I mean all over the world. So if you are watching this, please join, click on the link in the comments. And we would love to see you there, and giving up this time just for you to focus on yourself, what you need, how you can leverage your needs, and how you can accelerate your growth. We'd love to be part of that journey with you.
Absolutely. Brilliant. Okay, great. Let's wrap up. Let us know what your wins are this week. We'd really love to hear and to celebrate with you. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the bank holiday, everybody.